Good afternoon, everyone. I am Tyler Ann Poster. Today, I'd like to talk to you about water erosion, specifically water erosion in crop systems. Let's start by defining what water erosion is. Water erosion is the detachment and removal of soil material by water. In layman's terms, water washes and wears away the Earth's surface. Erosion is when your infiltration rate is less than your precipitation rate. Erosion is both a natural and man-made occurrence, and by man-made, I mean that human activity can both accelerate and decelerate the erosion process. Human contributions to erosion can be grading land for a new house or subdivision, placing netting around disturbed ground to reduce the rate of wash, maintaining drainage systems, and simply just walking or driving the same path over and over. Now that we know what water erosion is, let's talk about the contributing factors. There are many factors that contribute to soil erosion and the rate of erosion, making the rates vary. Erosion can occur very slowly or rapidly. The rate of erosion depends on several contributing factors. Factors of erosion include the soil itself, the local landscape, weather conditions, the slope of the land, and the amount of rainfall. Soil erosion, specifically caused by water erosion, is an enormous environmental issue. As the topsoil is washed away from the land, it strips the soil of needed nutrients. Reduced nutrients prevent future generations of crops from growing in that eroded area. Water erosion in crop systems is important not only because water erosion affects the soil, it affects future generations of crops and local wildlife. Now that we know soil erosion is a concern, let's look in depth at the four types of erosion caused by water. The four types of water erosion are rill, splash, gully, and sheet erosion. First of the four cases of water erosion is rill erosion. Rill erosion occurs when water runoff forms into a channel. This is a common occurrence in bare agricultural land. Like in the picture, there are no crops in the area, therefore, the erosion has become destructive to that part of the land, forming a channel. This reduces the amount of land that could have been used to plant additional crops. Reducing planting land decreases the farmer's yields. The next type of water erosion is gully erosion. Gully erosion is just what you're picturing in your head. It's a gully cut into the land that is caused by flowing surface water. This water cuts open unstable channels into the land. These channels are cut more than 30 centimeters deep into the ground. These gullies cause a problem for producers and their crops by reducing the amount of access land for planting and harvesting. Additionally, these gullies can cause machinery damage. Splash erosion is the third kind of water erosion. Splash erosion occurs when raindrops hit the soil surface or bare soil, washing away the needed nutrients. The final type of water erosion is natural erosion, or sheet erosion. This is your most difficult erosion to see. Sheet erosion is where water flows as a sheet down sloping land, removing thin layers of the soil. There are many variables that contribute to natural sheet erosion, such as soil properties, slope, and climate. As we all know, vegetation and soil properties affect the risk of erosion. Each specific soil has its own natural erosion rate. A sand or clay-textured soil is less erodible than loam or silt loam soil. Stable soil aggregates bound together by organic matter to resist erosion, enhance infiltration, and result in less runoff. The amount of runoff and the power of water to erode and transport soil are greater on long, steep slopes. Bare soil between plants is the most susceptible to erosion. Effects of water erosion in crop systems are numerous and costly to farmers. Water erosion affects crop yields, soil structure, and the availability of water for planted crops. Additionally, water erosion reduces organic matter and causes nutrient imbalance. Now that we understand how destructive soil erosion can be, the next question is, how do we prevent or reduce erosion? Here, I have listed several methods on how to minimize soil erosion. You may only need to utilize one, or you may need to utilize all of them to reduce the soil erosion on your land for your crops. My first suggestion would be to maintain or increase the cover of plants on the soil. Another option is to use filter strips. Filter strips help with preserving the nutrients of the crops and the water quality. Another technique to use is contour farming. Contour farming will break up the flow of water and will make it harder for water erosion to occur within the crops. Another tactic is reducing tillage by using a minimum or no-till system. Finally, you can maintain road surfaces and drainage ways that will help assist with water runoff. Additional techniques to decrease soil erosion is by increasing the rate of water infiltration and improving soil aggregate stability, minimizing grazing and traffic when soil is wet, and preventing the reduced infiltration caused by compaction and physical crusting. So, where does water erosion on croplands occur in the United States? So, here on our map, you can see that most of our water erosion in crop systems happen in the eastern and southern side of the United States. That is because more rainfall tends to occur here than compared to the western side of the United States. In conclusion, soil erosion, specifically water erosion, is destructive and costly to farmers. In order to minimize the effects, farmers need to implement several strategies that will assist them in maintaining topsoil and nutrients that will continue to support crop yields. If you have any further questions, please contact your local extension agent. Thank you for your time and attention.